Hey, how's it going, everybody? Just getting geared up here to head up on Lake Champlain to one of my favorite places in Alberg, Vermont. It's Henry's Cottages. Really nice fish camp there. They got 8 really nice cottages. They're self-sufficient. You bring your own linens or sleeping bags, whatever, all your food, and they have docks, rental boats. If you don't have a boat, they got a place right there you can load your boat in and out, ramp right there on the site. And there's a gas station close by. They sell gas there, and there's another gas station just down the road, the North Hero Market, that has boat gas and sells good pizzas. So anyways, one of our go-to places. You can catch about 10 different species of fish within 2 miles of that fish camp. And no matter what way the wind's blowing, you can usually find a place to get out of the wind. There's a lot of bays. It's sort of in the inland sea. If you're a non-resident, you have to, from New York, you have to buy a Vermont fishing license to fish there. But anyways, we're going to be mainly targeting smallmouth, northern pike, perch, and going to give you a few tips mainly on the northern and the northern fishing. We did a lot of that, and some tips that we've learned. I had a bunged up my shoulder a few years ago, so I couldn't cast like I normally do, the plugs, so learned to troll for them and figured out a pretty good way to doing it. So I'm going to go over all that stuff with you. Now, the big thing with trolling for anything like the northerns, you got to get that lure speed down to 2 miles an hour or 1.7, between 1.7 and 2. And my motor won't get me down that far, and I don't want to buy just a regular trolling motor for doing that. So I have 2 of these drift socks I carry with me, and when I'm trolling with the wind, I use both of them, one on each side. And if I'm going against the wind, sometimes, it depends on how high the wind is, I either need one or not any. But tie them up, get them rigged up with the ropes up towards the front of your boat, and make it so that rope doesn't make it all the way back to your motor. Just measure that out and get that set up before you go. But these are very reasonable. You can find these on Amazon. The yellow strap, in case you never use them, is for when you take it out of the water. You grab that yellow strap and work your way to the back of the drift sock and lift it up, and all the water drains out of it. They're very, very compact. They roll up into just a little teeny ball, and I always carry 2 of those with me. So these northerns, you know, you might get a occasional 8, 10, 12 pounder up there. So I run 15-pound fluorocarbon with my red blood leaders, you know, 12-inch leaders. It's probably a 30-pound leader. Hook all my lures onto that. I use some pretty tiny. You're going to be surprised the size of the lures I learned to troll with up there, but they're pretty tiny. You know, perch will even take them. That's favorite rod and reel setups for trolling up there. Is this Okuma. It's a 7-footer, and it's a collapsible on the last 20 inches. Watch what happens here. Okay, it's the name of it's the Convector walleye. And this is a really, really sweet trolling rod. Number one is having the line counter reel. That is huge. Once you get it figured out where you're not catching weeds and you're catching fish at the distance, and you know, I run anywhere from 50 feet to 100 feet back with these little tiny lures in 10 feet of water. Once you get the magic distance, you got that line counter reel to get you back out in there in that same spot, that sweet spot every time. That is huge. Got 3 of these, and I'm going to get one more. Just a fabulous rod. It's got a lot of give on the end. These pike make some pretty good lunges. And you get them on, and they got all kinds of give on the end of that to soak up, absorb some of those runs that they make when they're close to the boat. If you have too stiff of a rod, you're gonna have them rip the hook right out of there. It's got a little clicker here. You can turn that off or on. Nice drag, nice star drag system on it. Highly recommend this setup. And Dick's Sporting Goods, I find them there. They carry them at runnings. I think they're less, the combination of the rod and reel was less than $150. So anyways, that's that. Just wanted to also show you quickly the variety of lures I'm catching these pike and everything else out. Now these pike, you know, get up to, you know, you might get a 30-36 inches someday. Make sure you have a good net. This is one of the most important tools right here. This is a Ego. It's a collapsible. It goes down to about 3 foot and it extends out, I'll show you, to about 6 foot. It's 22 inches by 17 on the mouth. Got a rubber net. Rubber net is huge so your lures don't get hung up in it and it stretches. I've, you know, put 36-inch pike in this all the time and it just stretches right down. They don't flop out. It'll expand down another foot after you get a heavy 8-10 pounder in there, but it extends out to a good length. I usually keep it in the back of the boat, but you just push this button right here and push her down and get her. Actually, it goes to 7 foot. I'm reaching up there so you can stand at the back of the boat, get a long distance out from it. That's a very, very versatile net right there. I'm sold on it. Back on Lake Champlain, doing some pike fishing, and I want to do a show for everybody that may have a shoulder issue or an arm issue, or just can't throw those big lures anymore, or has somebody on the boat that can't do it, a young person or whatever that wants to catch some northerns and can't cast those big lures all day long. I'm going to do a show just for trolling for northerns. We're up here for a week, so Lynn and I are going to try to put some fish in the boat for you, so stay tuned. I can teach you some tricks how to 7-foot rod to get off to the sides there. And I can just had it. And it's got a big one. I reel it up. It's going to probably run again. Reel. Yeah, he's on there. He's on there. He's gonna take off. Get ready. It's good. Oh my God. He's got a big. You just keep tension on it. Keep him up here. Reel towards me. Oh my God! Look at this. Keep pulling towards me. Oh, what's the big one? Good job, Lynn. Look at this laser. That's the biggest one of the day. You did
that
it.
One hurt.
Oh, he's a nice one. Good pike. All right, there's a hybrid. Nice hybrid, probably 5-pounder. See the stripes going down this way. First pass through one of our favorite little pike holes, right?
Yes.
It was a good hit on
Yeah,
the little.
yeah, it was a good one.
Bombers. They're doing good here in about 8 feet of water. Biggest northern of the day.
Oh my God. I guess you did.
Well, that was a double, folks. And it was a handful because she had a big, big white perch. Hold it up.
Yeah, I got it.
I got that 5-pound north.
Get it, I can't get it.
It's okay,
over here, it's over
okay.
here.
Lift it up, reel.
Oh my God. Oh.
Look at that one. Look at that one, folks. Trolling with little teeny crayfish. Wait till you see the size of this one. I can get him out of here. You're not gonna believe this. He inhaled that thing. This is why we use leaders. It's a fish. Get over here. Get over here. Trolling for northerns. Look at that one. Look at that one, folks. Trolling. Alright, here we go. Big old girl. Come on. Alright. It is on again. What do we got? Rolling northerns and 10 to 12 feet of water. That's the fun, isn't it?